In this experiment, we are going to use red litmus paper, which I have placed in these tiles. We will also use blue litmus paper. So these two will help us identify whether something is an acid or a base. And the third thing that we are going to use is called the universal indicator. So this will tell us approximately the pH level of the substance that we are going to test. Okay, so the universal indicator will give us different color depending on the pH level of the substances. So as you refer to your worksheet, you will see that there are 10 substances that will be tested, starting from the first substance, which is hydrochloric acid. Okay, so hydrochloric acid. So from the name itself, we would know that hydrochloric acid is an acid. So we will see whether the experiment result will confirm that it is the case. Okay, so I will drop the hydrochloric acid into the red litmus paper and we see the changes, if any. Okay, so as you can see here, there isn't any changes that take place. So the red litmus paper stays red. Now what happens if we put some hydrochloric acid into the blue litmus paper? Okay, so immediately the blue litmus paper turn red. So that confirms that hydrochloric acid is, of course, an acid. Now the last test that we will be conducting is putting some hydrochloric acid into the universal indicator, and please notice the color difference. Okay, so that is the original color of universal indicator. Once an acid is mixed here, it turned into red color. So now what you need to do is look at your pH chart, which is located in your worksheet. Okay, this one, and you need to select which pH value does this acid have. Okay, and basically that's what you need to do for the rest of the substances. First, under color of red litmus paper, you would write red. Color of blue litmus paper, red. Color of indicator, universal, red. pH, you would see that if you match it up with the pH range, that would range between 0 to 1. Now I say it's a range because we can't really tell for sure, because we rely on our eyes to determine the pH value, so we can only approximate, so we can't say for sure it's 0 or it's 1. Okay, and then the type of solution would be acid. Okay, the next substance that I will be testing is sodium hydroxide. So sodium hydroxide, drop it to the red litmus paper. Blue litmus paper and universal indicator. We have distilled water. So I'll add more universal indicator here because there's not much left. Just give it a shake a little bit. So that's the color of distilled water in universal indicator. Next one is calcium hydroxide. On red litmus paper, blue litmus paper, universal indicator, okay, I will rotate it so it's easier for you to see. So that is calcium hydroxide in universal indicator, calcium hydroxide on blue litmus paper, calcium hydroxide on red litmus paper. Next is sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. Red litmus paper, sulfuric acid, blue litmus paper in sulfuric acid, and universal indicator in sulfuric acid. The next one is disinfectant. So red litmus paper with disinfectant, blue litmus paper with disinfectant, and universal indicator with disinfectant. Next one is lemon juice. Okay, I will rotate this for you so it's easier for you to see. So red litmus paper in lemon juice, blue litmus paper in lemon juice, and indicator, universal indicator in lemon juice. Next one is tap water. So red litmus paper with tap water, blue litmus paper with tap water, and universal indicator with tap water. Next substance is vinegar. Red litmus paper in vinegar, blue litmus paper in vinegar, universal indicator in vinegar. And the last one we are going to be testing is the liquid soap. So liquid soap with red litmus paper, blue litmus paper, and in universal indicator. I will need to use toothpick for this test because the liquid soap itself is quite thick. So red litmus paper with liquid soap, blue litmus paper with liquid soap, and universal indicator with liquid soap.